You might remember that I recently told you that I'm switching to a different video editor. I'm switching to DaVinci Resolve, and that means a lot of YouTube videos to watch. There's a lot to learn. So when Recall reached out to me and I took a look at their app, I thought that was the perfect solution for this situation. And this is what I'm gonna show you in today's video, how to use this app, and the use case is gonna be my learning process, how I'm learning DaVinci Resolve. Okay, let's take a look at it. Each one of us has a different system to learn something. In my case, I like to read a lot, watch a lot of videos, get familiar with the terms, the names, and only then go try to do whatever it is that I'm trying to learn. So this is a video about DaVinci Resolve, and I'm gonna click here. This is Recall's Chrome extension. As you can see here, it created a summary of that video. It is automatically categorizing that video. We'll get back to this soon. And now I can save this. Okay, so the way I'm doing this is first watching the entire video, and if I find some useful information that can be helpful in the future, I'm clipping it. So let's go to Recall and take a look at everything I already have there. So this is the home page where you can find everything you created or imported. And by the way, I only have videos here, but if you click add here, you can add a URL, you can add something, a wiki, you can upload a PDF, import from other places, and even create a new note. Okay, so there is a lot that you can do here. I'm using mostly for videos, but there's a lot that you can do. And you can also sort this. And as you already know, I like a good timeline. I like chronology, but you can order it alphabetically or any of these other options here. There's also, you can change it from a list to a grid. And to the left here, we have that structure, the tags Recall creates. So our video, the one we just clipped, is here. Remember that it had a structure. It was video editing and then DaVinci Resolve. So the video is right here. We'll get back to this soon. I just want to show you something here. But I also have this here that is just DaVinci Resolve. So what I'm trying to say is that you can choose. You can let Recall do its thing and create these structures for you. It does it very well. But if you're more like me and you prefer to organize things yourself, you can also do it. So let's delete this video here, for example. I'm going to delete this. And I'm also deleting this. Okay. So it's not here anymore. The video is gone. We're going back to that video. I'm going to do it again. See, it's trying to guess, creating the structure, but you can click here, remove that, and then choose. So I have just DaVinci Resolve, and I have, for example, tip. I can also add 101 because this, in fact, is a good video for beginners. So I'm going to add this 101, and now we can open this. And as you can see, the tags are here. There's not that structure is not here anymore. And I have the video inside all of them. 101, DaVinci Resolve, here it is, and also tips. It's of course a matter of preference. I like it this way, and I just wanted to show you that you have options. Okay, let's go back to that video, and as you can see, there are some other tabs here. We have the summary created by AI. There's this transcript here, and you can see that inside that you have some connections. I did not create this one, DaVinci Resolve. Recall created. We'll soon get to this. There is a quiz. I'm gonna create this quiz here, but I'm not gonna do anything because I'm starting right now, so let's see. No way. No, I'm not doing this. But it's nice. It's a nice option if you are trying to learn something. And here we have some connections. All these connections, they were created by Recall, but you can create your own. For example, let's go back to the notebook here. I'm going to create here a new note. Let's call it my Resolve notes. And let's create this. So I created this note. It's right here. And if we go back to connections, you can see that connection here. It is still an outbound connection. But if we go to this other one here, new note, we can do the same thing and link that to that video. DaVinci Resolve 101. Here's the note. So I'm going to click here. I'm connecting this. And if we go back to the video and to the connections, we now have one inbound connection, that new note, and 6 outbound connections. You can see them here. The graph will show you. This is just the graph related to this video here. But if we go to this here, then we have all the connections. If we zoom in, for example, here, you can see some arrows here, outbound and inbound arrows. So these ones are pointing to this direction. But if we go to our node here, the one we just created, see the arrow is pointing to DaVinci Resolve. And if we click there, we can see the node here. This is a node with options similar to that other one created by Recall, but this one was created by us. So let's go back to that node for a moment. We'll get back to the graph in a few seconds. Just want to show you one thing that I forgot. You can reorder this. Let's say you are a graph lover and you want to see the graph first, so you can move the graph here. Again, just a matter of preference, but I thought it would be nice to show you that you can do this. Here to the right, we can chat and ask questions about this video. So, how do I create my first project? I don't have to tell it is a DaVinci Resolve project because it is a chat connected to this node here. So it is giving me the instructions based on that video. The way I see it, this is going to be very helpful in a near future when I start using DaVinci Resolve. Because like I said, I learned first absorbing all that information, learning the terminology, learning names, everything that is related to whatever it is that I'm trying to learn. And then I have to do something. And I watched all these videos. Everything that is here, I know that I watched and I clipped them because I thought it was important. Not the ones about politics, European Union, those are I was just testing, I recall, but all these videos about DaVinci Resolve are videos that I found useful, and that's why I collected them. That's why I clipped them. Okay, let's go back to the graph. There's a lot that you can do here. So many settings. The graph on its own could be a very long video. And by the way, there's a fantastic video that the co-founder of Recall put together. You'll find a link in the description below. She explains everything you graph lovers out there need to understand. I learned how to use this watching her video. Go watch that video because it's fantastic. On that same note, depending on when you're watching this, there is a 25% discount. There's a coupon in the description, instructions in the descriptions about that. Okay, let's check this settings here. Let's start with the search. Let's type new note. Remember that we created that note. It highlighted the note. I can click here and here's the note. Then let's click, let's clean this here. There's this arrow here. It's gonna put the entire graph at the center of the screen if you wanna take a look at everything, a bird's eye view of your graph. Down here, you have this color coding. And as you can see, for example, let's look for color here. there's this green here, DaVinci Resolve. As you can see here, here it is. There is this kind of pink one, knowledge management. There's a note about recall. Let's go back here. We have blue for inbound links, outbound links, and trajectory path. So everything is color coded here. And there's something that I found pretty interesting here. For example, I did not create United States. I did not create Germany. None of these big ones here, they were created by Recall. And now if we go to these 3 switches here, this is how you control what you see. The nodes that you'll see show unconnected. I don't think there's any unconnected node, but this would show any node that is not connected to anything. And down here, show auto-generated connections. These are the big ones. So those connections that I was showing, the big ones that I didn't create, let's put them back and show leave nodes. These are the tiny ones at the end. So as you can see, this one's here, so we can see them or not. But I really found this interesting. If I click here, as you can see, this is not a node. It's not saved. It's just a node. But if I click here and save, it will create the node. And one thing that I didn't mention so far is that if you start typing something, Recall will save that. So pay attention here. So I'm gonna just write USA here, and that's it. It's saved. Now it's a node. So if we go back to home, here it is. Now we have that node. And since we are here, let's create a not connected. Okay, let's go back to the graph. And now if we turn this on, here it is, not connected. And if you search, it's going to highlight it here. There's another one with connect here, connected. But if we have this off, of course, you're not going to see that node. See, it's not there. Okay, let me show you other settings here, and then you should go watch that other video. For example, you can filter here. Let's filter, select DaVinci Resolve tag, and then you can see the nodes related to that tag. And down here, because let's say you are using that search all the time, you can create groups. So let's use the same Resolve, DaVinci Resolve, and I'm gonna give this a color. Let's use this color here. And now if we go here to the color legend, if I click here, there is that group here, this one. And if I click this, of course, it's gonna select the same 4 nodes because it's the same kind of filter. Okay, go watch that other video. Have a lot of fun with this graph if you are a graph person. The last thing I want to show you is the AI, and I think you here understand why I prefer to keep the tags loose with no structure. This is where I can tell AI to look for information in multiple places, and I think it's easier for me if I have the tags like that. For example, EU. See, I can remember, let's try defense. And now I can ask questions about EU and defense, all the information I have with these tags. So it's gonna look, so see, there are 2 videos about this, and that's where it's getting the information. So that's how my brain works. I like to cross-reference things using tags, loose tags, because it could be EU and defense, but it could be EU and education, or education and United States. So there is no, I think it's better to have the tags. It's easier to connect information like that. Anyway, if this was helpful, I'd appreciate it. Thumbs up. Remember, take a look at the discount, the coupon in the description below. Thanks for watching. See you soon.